Darnell Washington or King Cooper. I am Cooper, King of the Coopers. Because this motherfucker was made. He makes me believe that when some people have children, a person in a black suit comes up to them and says, like, have you seen that show, The Boys?
Yeah.
Like, they get this nigga the V. Like, nah, bro. He's injected with the V for real, bro. 6'7", 275 pounds. Guys, if y'all don't know who Darnell Washington is, he's that big ass motherfucker from Georgia that you saw run around. Not the super cold one. We have to wait till next year to get him, the best tight end of all time. He comes out next year.
Yeah.
But no, Darnell Washington is a monster. There's another guy that didn't make the top 5. He plays for Texas. He's coming out too as well, I believe. Is he not?
Right.
The big man from Texas. So he's also an athletic specimen. But Darnell Washington is just 28 receptions, 454 yards, 2 TDs, 16.2 per average. Now, I love Dalton, but if you have a chance to draft Darnell Washington, I don't think you pass it up just because of the specimen that he is. You can think any of these other guys, and there's guys on this list that you may think are faster, better overall, catch better, doesn't matter. If you get a chance to get Darnell Washington, you put him on your team because there's a chance that you have a guy, there's nothing you can do with him. And unlike the guy we just named, and you'll get into this, he can block because he played at Georgia, and they asked him to do that, and they asked him to do San Francisco 49er type shit, like, we need you to pull out and go find somebody and go put a body on them on this play. So I'll let Sterling get into it, but Darnell Washington is a fucking beast.
Yeah, at 6'7", 260, I mean, this guy ran a 4.64. That's really damn good.
That's scary.
Right. Now, that's, I feel like his straight line speed is really good. He's not a guy that has short area quickness, can go side to side. That's not his game. But what he does do well, you mentioned his ability to block. He is very functional in the run game. One of the problems in his game is that he doesn't create great leverage just because of his size. I feel like, when he's drive blocking, I feel like he's effective. But, when you're, towering over people, it's really hard to create that leverage that you need. In pass protection, I mean, he's really good, man.
I'm sorry. I'm going to let you continue. But with that, I wanted it because I know you've seen it. And it probably, you just didn't say it because someone didn't bring it up. But because of his size, he's really good at that fucking hand slap. Like, he does like this thing where he stops really fast and then he like takes a bear claw out and slaps people and then pushes them. Like, you see that in all of his, like, because when you said that, I thought about that. I was like, oh, that's why his ass is always overrunning. He used that 4.6 speed to overrun people. And then when he gets ahead of you, he basically, in basketball, you would call this a foul. He gets in front of you and then he hand checks the fuck out of you. But he's 6'7", 270, so it stops you. And then when you stop, he tries to fucking murder you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the dude, when he has the ball in his hand, I mean, he's stiff arming people, running over people, jumping over people. And I think the thing about him is that turns people off because they don't really do the homework is that he played at Georgia and they featured a heavy run game, and their quarterback is really not that good. I think he's limited, right? I mean, athletically, Stetson's good athletically, but in terms of throwing the football, he was extremely limited. So they're just a team. They're just a team that doesn't feature their tight. When you have Brock Bowers as your other tight end, exactly.
There's nothing. Brock Bowers. Let's not tarnish these other guys.
For sure.
Brock Bowers is the Caleb Williams of tight ends right now.
He's good.
And Kyle Pitts just came out a couple years ago.
He's really good. He's really good.
It's amazing.
But Darnell Washington, man, I think he, in my opinion, he's got a first round grade. He can go as high as the first round. But
I think he will.
Realistically, I think he probably goes in the second round. And he has good hands, man. At 6'5", 6'7", you run him down the seam or in a crossing route, just think about the threat he is in the red zone. Like, he is going to make plays. I think he has great potential. Look, man, I would be okay if my team took him, to be honest. But again,
that'd be a deadly combo.
Right, but he's
to
not
give
a
to
he's
give.
a freak. But he again, when it comes to route running, he's slow in and out of breaks. He's not going to be a guy that separates. But again, at 6'7", you really
I
don't
mean,
have to,
you
right, to
look at
win.
no, you're right. But if you look at the teams that are picking late in the draft, man, you got the Buffalo shit, 26 Dallas Cowboys, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. Please God, everybody, do not let the Kansas City Chiefs draft this motherfucker to just come right in
Oh
after Travis
man,
Kelce. Please, God, hey guys, hey, they're already talking about getting King Henry. You can't let them draft a fucking animal like and come
yeah,
out here and just fucking dog everybody.